The woman who laid on the table, pushed them out, raised them till now. Whether they did a good job, indifferent job, a great job, a phenomenal, well, I don't care what they did. You brought a human on this earth, and for that you get my respect.
He feel it's too much of a weight on the title. Now I understand what he means. That says put respect. Like
Bull.
hold on. Like my niece is.
Boo. 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 Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the couch, y'all. Today, we are looking at a video that went viral. But before I show you the video, I need you to subscribe. I need you to go ahead and press the ding to get that ding. And Jasmine's not here to sing it with me, so I'm a little sad. But we're gonna press that ding to get that ding, 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 ding. You gonna get this love.
Jam. Come here, my boy.
We're gonna get this love every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. We right here just for you. And I'm Joy River, your host, certified life coach. And if you need some loving, some extra attention, go to my website and I'll give it to you, okay?
It's up.
And it's stuck. And it's stuck. And it's all the way stuck. So girls, how y'all feeling?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
So this one gonna be good because you got a child. So you know a little bit about this. Or you could, have some good opinions about it. And Christy got kids too, but they not her kids, but they her kids. Okay, we're gonna get into the video. We're gonna get to the video. This phone.
If the kids keep calling me Tuck or my name, my first name,
You had to say that.
that's disrespectful.
How?
Can I tell her that them your kids?
Well, that's what you introduce yourself to them as. That's what they know you as.
No. It's on her to then change their pattern.
If y'all are married?
Right.
What do you want them to call you?
Dad. You can't tell me to be a father to those kids and not be respected as one.
I
But you
agree
can't-
with it. So like when
You
I got
cannot,
married,
because if you believe that, I can
No,
say
you can
them
still
your
be
kid. So when we have kids of our own, I
You
can
still
treat
be
them differently,
respected.
right?
No, you can still be respected as a father figure and still be called by your name. Like my uncle, I called him Jay since I was a little baby, and my stepdad, I call him Tom because that's what my mom and him discussed.
That shit was
whenever we first
disrespectful.
met.
Just
No,
because you
wasn't.
do it
That's
don't mean it
he
won't
didn't feel
disrespect.
it.
Okay. So we teaching our kids to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am to strangers, but we can't teach them to say,
No.
oh, that's dad right there to the taking
Now,
care of
that's
you.
your
Make that make
preference.
sense.
Now,
They can show more respect for a stranger than the person that actually feeding
wait a
them.
minute.
Give me the duties without the title.
let me finish.
Don't give me the duties without the title.
Tuck it down. Tuck.
You need to tuck it down, Tuck. He said, don't get me to do this without the title. He said, don't get me to do this. That's crazy.
That is. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Who he want to be called dad head?
That's crazy. Hear that.
Tuck said, call me daddy. How y'all feel about that?
He little. He must be short. He short.
Too, nigga. Hear that?
Bite size. Hear that. How little is he?
I don't know how little Tuck is.
Look at him in the cheddar.
And
The
I hope his name is Tuck. Because he could have said Chuck. We don't know.
No, you said Tuck.
Okay. So
Look how
Tuck
little he is.
down.
Look at him. Look, he's sitting in the booster seat. Look at him. All right, I'm going. I'm off it. Go ahead.
You're not going to talk about this.
It's too much of a weight on the title. Now I understand what he means. That says put respect. Like
Bull.
Hold on. Like my nieces, my nephews, the kids.
That's crazy.
I got kids at the church. Now they have not earned calling me my first name. So my first name need to be a last name out your name. It's gonna be Miss Chris, Auntie Chris, TT Chris. I don't mind that, but you can still call me that. But calling you dad,
That's crazy.
that's
So Daddy Tuck or Dad Tuck?
no.
But
You
he just
be
want to
Mr.
be.
Tuck.
That's
You
crazy.
You gonna be Mr. Tuck.
Can't give you that, boy. What you feel about it?
That's crazy. Nadia, shut up, bruh.
You don't answer this question.
No, I feel that.
Would you let JC
So,
call
I was
Travis?
in that situation
Oh,
as
okay.
a little girl with my stepdad.
Oh, you
who's
went
my
through it
dad.
yourself.
He's my dad. Somebody say, who was that man to you? I'm going to say my dad. 100% without a doubt. It's not a question in my head.
And it's your stepdad.
If he says, who is that? He's going to say, if somebody say, who's that to him? He's going to say, that's my daughter. Period, point blank, blood can't make us no closer. But when I was little, I called him JoJo. I called him that because that's what he introduced himself to me as a little girl. As, mind you, that wasn't even his name. He just made it up. And it went from me being 2 years old all the way up to probably maybe 19 or 20. Then I started calling him Pops. Then when JC was born, she gave him Doodaddy name. So for the last 8-9 years, it's been Doodaddy. But he's never forced me to say dad or whatever. He would, because he know who he is in my life. It doesn't make him stroke his ego for him. No, you need to call me dad. Like what? That's crazy. It's crazy. I can't stand it.
You get on my nerves.
But even with JC, like me dating, that's Mr. to you. Mr. whatever their name is. Mr. what, until he's my husband, he's Mr. whatever. And even then, if you still want to call him Mr. whatever, that's what it is. You don't automatically have to call him dad, because what if that makes her feel away? You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep forcing her to say, call him dad, or he said call him dad. So if that's the basis of our relationship, that's a make or breaker. That's crazy. You got to go ahead and head out, my boy. Because if she only wants to call her dad, but she respects you as a father figure in her life, all you really looking for is the respect. She know what your title is in her life.
But Tuck said, don't give me the role if you can't call me dad.
So then I can call you a bonus dad.
Okay.
Bonus dad. Bonus Tuck.
That means extra.
You're extra.
You're extra.
I can't give you the dad tag, because some people really feel like I feel like if I called another man dad, I feel like I'm taking my dad's title from him. My dad who raised me. I feel like I'm taking his title away because he earned that in my life. Not that my mom or him ever made me do that. To me, I'm not calling your daddy. I ain't doing it.
It has to be earned. I'm not just about to.
Mr. Carter. Mr. Jones.
Yep.
How you doing today? Yeah,
Do
right?
you think, okay, I'm gonna go back. Let me tell my story. So my son actually calls his bonus mom, who's not married to the father of my child. They're not married, but my son calls her mom.
How does that make you feel?
Horrible.
My point exactly.
Horrible.
But you still can't say don't call her that, because
I
that
can't
is
say that.
her and Paul's relationship. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But at the end of the day,
So-
he still acknowledges you as, because he call you mommy
No, he calls her mommy.
and call you mom. So it doesn't take away from your role, but to you as his biological mom, it still make you feel away.
Oh yeah, because at the soccer games, he'll say, Mom, and I'll go, what's up? But both of us run into him. And he'll grab at her. And it's like, okay.
Right.
But I've never, now my family, they have really gentle parenting talks with him. And it has become a thing where it was a whole, he really got into a panic because he's 10. Well, at the time he was 8. And I just don't think at 8 years old, it should be a thing. That's just my personal opinion.
A thing.
I think the parent should say, hey, call her Miss whoever. No, you don't have to do that because you have a mommy, you know.
So was it forced or was it just him?
I doubt it was forced. I doubt it was forced. But
So
I
he
don't
just
live
started
there, so
saying
I
it.
don't know. But all of a sudden it went from her name to mommy. And I'm like, and my mom was like, that's not your mommy. It's not. And I'm like, but she raised him.
And that's their
mom
dynamics.
figure.
That's their relationship. So it's really a disservice to Paul to say don't call her mama because he's been there around her for forever. So that's my bonus. I know who my mama is too, though. You know what I mean?
My oldest,
I mean, I feel you. I'm with you now.
Nah, I really think psychologically at that age, it can turn, for sure.
It could turn.
And you could
And
not
you'll be the-
remember who really
My point is that you'll be
raised
the bonus mama.
you.
And she'll be the mama. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you have to insert yourself in the situation. Make sure you know, hey, sweetheart, I get y'all relationship, but it's the real deal Holyfield
That's
over
crazy.
here. That is crazy,
It's
boy.
crazy. So yeah, I really don't think that a bonus child should call the person mom.
so I've seen
This
it
is
on
my-
I've seen it on
Sue me.
on this side of the
I
fence.
don't think it should be. I don't think it should go down. I think that, and even me as a bonus mom, because I am one, I will never allow his children to call me mom.
Would you not allow them?
I wouldn't-
Or do you not prefer it?
I wouldn't allow them to.
Because what if they called you mom?
I would
Are you
go,
going to
I
say,
would
don't
say-
call me mama?
I would say yes. I would. I would say to them.
So
I would,
Stephen,
I would say, I am not your mother. You have a mommy. That is your mommy. And I will say, I don't mind being a mother figure to you. I'll do all the things. If you need me to do anything for you, I got you. But because I'm a mom, I just have respect for their parents, their mama. The woman who laid on the table, pushed them out, raised them till now. Whether they did a good job, indifferent job, a great job, a phenomenal, well, I don't care what they did. You brought a human on this earth. And for that, you get my respect.
and you deserve the
For
title.
that, you get, yes, for that, you get my respect. And for that, and especially if I see your kids interacting with you, they go see you, you come pick them up. I don't know no different. They got great mamas, and I'm going to make sure that they call their mama's mama. And that's just me. And I feel like every other household should have the respect for the other parent. I just do.
So-
especially if there's especially if there's no strife. You know, now if a parent is on the street and you're protecting a child, or if it's some different circumstances going on, yeah. But if all the parents are alive and well,
I still was in that situation.
it should be.
too, though.
Well, yeah.
When my dad was not present, like not a dad. My biological dad was just not a dad.
Would it be different if your biological father? Would you still have called your stepdad dad if your biological father was present?
Yes.
You'll still do it.
Yes.
So coming back
because
to
my stepdad he earned that.
right.
But what if I'm saying if your dad was still very earned it?
Yeah.
So you would just have two dads.
I would have to, and that's what I feel
Okay.
like right now today.
And that's what I was saying with
I
my
have
brother,
to
Stephen. He's the oldest, and I never knew that he was my stepbrother. So he would always call my mom, and I never knew anything different. But still give, his real mom. So anytime he was around us, it was just, hey mom, hey dad. But in the beginning, mom was even saying like, you don't have to call me that. You can call me Miss Judy. So it just grew into him saying mom. It
Because
wasn't
that's what
forced.
he
It just,
was okay
right.
with.
And then I don't think dad or even his mom, his biological mother, had an issue because both moms were present. But I don't know if, because you're saying that respect should be due for them not saying it, or it should be addressed. When if
you
it
mean? I'm
flows
sorry.
natural, you're saying that in the household, the parent should
the
tell
other house. Okay.
the
Go ahead.
parent should tell the stepmother.
I should tell the stepmother.
No, the
Wait.
parent, the father,
Oh,
should
okay,
tell the
got you.
stepmother that no, we're not going to have this. You're going to call her Miss Judy. But if it's naturally born and if it's naturally bonded, then
I don't think it should be interrupted.
yeah. Now, as far as the respect is, you're always going to be biological mom. That will never change. But this mother figure, sometimes it's going to be stepmom, sometimes it's going to be bonus mom, sometimes it's going to be mom. I don't think that the lines have to be crossed though. Biological mom still trump bonus mom. But if they're being raised in different households, and once again, I ain't got no kids, I ain't got no step, no nothing, but just seeing on all standpoints, coming from stepbrother, learning, saying he's mom, and then you with Paulie, and even with your stepdad, and even with JC. So seeing with all standpoints, I'm like, if it's naturally born, I can see that, but don't let the lines cross for you to forget that that's biological mom right here.
Because like she said, it could be lost. It could be lost, especially when the bonus parent is seen more
especially at that age.
Yeah, at that age, it's fake because they're children, so they're gonna gravitate to who's around.
Yeah,
like I'm never gonna say in my relationship, don't have a relationship with her because I don't want her to slip up and call you dad. She ain't gonna do it anyways, but I'm just saying, and I definitely don't ever want her dad to feel like you just got washed out of the picture. She calling his other man daddy. You know what I mean?
and I feel like it should just be a conversation because people do it like y'all said, it naturally grew that way, and because it naturally grew that way, there is a person on the other side of that natural growing that needs to be a part of that process.
Yeah,
and
that's
made
what I'm
aware.
saying.
Be made.
I feel like the conversation got to be had with you, with me, with whoever is involved in the raising of that child. It needs to be a conversation like, look, I don't know how you feel about this, but this is how he's calling her mom. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, and that was never a conversation. It was just, I heard it one day and I was just like, who you calling? What'd you say?
Because I think there's nothing wrong with
mommy
awareness.
It does
your mommy
feel discrediting to you as the biological mom. I know it does.
And I'm like, it's difficult because we don't live in the same state.
Right.
And even in the traveling back and forth, it's still, that's not enough. It'll never be because I want you here every day. And there are so many circumstances and conditions around bonus blended families that subject I feel like should be talked about. Should your baby call the bonus parent mom? And if so, what are the steps to make sure everybody's comfortable with that and everybody's aware of the foundation of it all?
And I think
but it should definitely not be forced, like Mr. Tuck here.
Yeah, like he's wilding.
Yeah.
You can't make my kid call you dad if she's just not comfortable with calling you dad.
Especially if you got that tone in the house. She probably like,
just for your own ego. Because really it's just the ego thing.
That's all it is.
It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Because them kids probably treat you like dad.
Oh, absolutely.
And respect you as dad. But you want to go, so you don't want to be present. You don't want to be in a relationship no more because they don't call you dad. Tuck, sit down.
What's the point of you being there anyway? Because I tell you,
if you're doing it just for them to
come on
for a title, you don't need to be there because you're not there on genuine terms anyways.
I love it.
I'm not showing up. Your kids better call me mama. But they say Miss Nadia. I don't. Now I do think that children shouldn't call adults by their first name.
Oh no. Miss definitely. His children, Miss Joy. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Don't call me Nadia because we ain't here.
We ain't there.
We're not here. We're not here. I'm up here. You're a child.
But our kids be trying it though, JC and Paul.
Oh yeah,
Joy, boy.
Yeah. But they do it in a joking manner because they know what time it is. But and I do it to my mom like Sheila, and I still get convicted just by calling her that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not like no.
Don't be for real.
No, I'm not gonna be for real. I'm about to say Ray, and I do it jokingly to him too. And he said, "Hey Nadia," I said, "Hey Ray." And we both laughed. But I would never in a million years call that man Ray. I'm just not gonna do it. And nobody can make me do it. I'll go to hell or jail. If you try to make me call that man by his first name. I'm not doing that. But he's never, as my stepfather, made me feel a way for calling my dad, my biological daddy. Because guess what? I get married. They both gonna be right there.
Who walking you down the aisle?
Both of them.
You gonna have them both on both arms?
Absolutely. If they're both able to be there, I want to walk with both of them.
That's good.
Because even though my biological dad didn't put the work in, I still have a relationship with him. I still respect him as my dad, and my stepdad respects him as my dad. He ain't try to steal his title. He established himself in me and my brother's life as who he is. And that's what it's going to be. It's my boy. That's crazy.
That's beautiful. I mean, I know one day I'm gonna have this conversation with my son. So, I'm just going through the, trucking along this journey.
I remember one time Daisy had to do a movie. Mm-hmm. It was a short. And she had to call this man on set daddy. Lost it.
Oh.
I mean, cried hard down. You would have thought somebody was pulling her physically away from her daddy. That's how hard she was crying. He said, Mommy, I just can't do it. Daddy's going to be so upset with me.
Oh,
I just can't. She cried so bad. I had to call him and say, please tell her
that she's acting.
And it's okay for her to call him daddy. And she said, no, daddy. He said, well, can you just call him Pop? He said, no. So he stayed on the phone for like 10 minutes trying to get her to, be okay with calling this man dad. And soon as the conversation over, we did the take, she said the daddy had to take her. So that it made it even more realer. Mm-hmm. The daddy had to take her away from her granddaddy. Mm-hmm. Daddy pulling her away. She's like, I don't want to go. No, daddy. No, I don't want to go. She crying real tears. Because she really don't want to go. Y'all getting this real. And it was so genuine. Like, I was like, and I want to cry because I feel like, and then he had to drive down the street to the stop sign. She was done. She said, I don't want to do it. They was like, that was it. That one take. That was it. But I understood that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and even after we finished working, I still had to explain to her, like, baby, nobody takes daddy's place. Nobody.
Mm-hmm. But at least you do. Let me tell you, at least you have those conversations with her to say that. Because if a child doesn't hear those things, they really go on their own mind. And they need guidance.
But it's important for everybody to guide them and everybody to be on the same page.
Yep.
It's important. Mm-hmm. You can't just go with what Joy said when he lives with his dad. Mm-hmm. You can't just go with what dad said when he lived with his mama. Mm-hmm. It just don't make sense. Yeah. When JC goes with her dad, I say, listen, 9:00, take her phone away. She don't need to be up all night. Take her phone away. He still let her have it. I have to call him again. Trap, 9:00, take that phone away. She could watch TV or whatever, but she don't need to be on that phone all night long. I don't want her calling me. I don't want her texting me all night because it's nothing wrong. She just bored. And she and she really want to be here. But no, enjoy your time with your daddy. Bond with your daddy.
Put the phone down.
Mm-hmm. Give it to your daddy when it's time for you to go to bed. And he like, all right. Still don't take the phone. And every time it's just a reiteration. Like, listen, we got to be on the same page. Because listen, when she's home at 9:00, when she's home, I say, Jay, she said, wait, mommy, I can't go to bed. I got to text daddy. They had a little dialogue. I take the phone with me. Period. No more conversations coming through that phone. I'm sorry. But he knows that. Mm-hmm. So he knows if he call, I might answer the phone. Or it might not get no answer at all if neither one of us don't hear it. But at this time of night, y'all conversation
ended. Up.
That's it. But you gotta know.
And it gotta be on the same page.
On the same page.
That's gonna really make it pop. Trust
and
me.
not making other people feel included in the parenthood of a kid is even worse. Mm. You know what I mean? Like everything that a kid, especially in co-parent relationship or, where you blended families, I need to know what she's doing. You need to know what she's doing. The other parent, whoever I'm with, if they're established in that capacity, needs to know what she's doing. And at the end of the day, we all need to show up for her. Mm-hmm. If you feel like that's too much for you, bonus mama or daddy, kick rocks. Because mom gonna know that she loved. Mm-hmm. If you ain't all right with that, baby girl.
Yeah, baby girl.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow. It is crazy.
It is.
Yeah, we're going to have a co-parenting episode one of these days about it because that blended family life is something to pray about, okay? It's not easy. And you know what? Co-parents, if y'all are bonus parents, co-parenting in blended families, go ahead right now and go to my website. And if you want to come to the couch and we can talk about it, we can all get together and really support each other, because a lot of times there is no like support group for people who don't even live with their children. Their children are in another state. Hit me up so we can talk and support each other,
right,
and come together and talk about the different things that are going on. So, because I don't really have a lot of friends whose children live outside of the state. So if y'all are out there, can we touch and agree and pray with each other? And y'all can help me with some tips, some advice, and all of that. So I'm opening up the floor for y'all to do that. So hit me up, DM, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you can hit me, Joy River, okay? So yeah, I like that. It was a good episode. So yes, hopefully y'all understand, as co-parenting, bonus parents, y'all don't have to force the title onto anybody, but a good conversation with all the parents involved and the children. Everybody involved in the conversation can make great things happen within a blended family. But when y'all ain't talking and not communicating, it will go crazy. So, yeah, no matter what you do,
no matter where you go, no matter what you blow,
ooh, there's always room for you on the couch. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Hey man, you a fool for this one?